When it comes to retirement, think of all of the hard work that you've been putting in preparing for it. So how do you make sure at the end of that journey, what happens matches our expectations? Back with us today, Gary, Mattson, and Laurel Stewart. They're the father-daughter duo, part of the team at Mattson Financial. It's a full-service financial and retirement firm in the Grand Rapids area, also popular radio show host, as you see there on your screen. There's their show. Welcome to the show, Gary and Laurel. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. How can you define this? Satisfying retirement. What defines a satisfying retirement?
Well, we define it as being able to do your dreams, your goals, your desires, and doing it in such a way that you're going to pay the least amount of tax, you're never going to run out of money, and you don't have fear of what the markets present. You know, last year was a very, very interesting year. We've seen markets high and really a lot of markets low and everything in between. And a lot of people were confused. And if you don't have a plan in place, you're going to dictate or allow the markets to dictate what you're going to do. And for us, when it comes to retirement, it's not how much money you've got, it's how much income you get to spend on the things that you want to do. So it's understanding those principles that get you all the way through retirement, because let's face it, you've worked all your life, and now you're in the position where you get to start a new journey. And it's a new set of rules.
So it sounds like managing expectations is a big part of your job, right? So let's manage some expectations. What steps do we need to make sure that our retirements meet our expectations?
I think it comes down to, first of all, talking about your comfort zone. A lot of people, I think, miss that. I've heard conversations where our clients have come in and said, hey, my last advisor, kind of said, pick a number 1 through 10 and where do you fall? And it's a really casual conversation. For us, we really get to know, what do you want to do in retirement? We talk about, like Dad had mentioned, those dreams, goals, and desires, and then we look to your comfort zone. How did you feel last year during that? A lot of people, decided their skin wasn't as thick as they thought it was after riding a lot of the ups in the markets. And so we want to make sure that you're comfortable in retirement, having those conversations, and then we can help guide you along your journey.
Guys, I don't think I need to worry, though, because I've got Social Security, right? I mean, I've been putting money into that my entire working career. So I can just rely on Social Security for retirement, right?
I think that has kind of gone to the wayside. And we've had a lot of conversations with our clients and people that are coming in for a checkup. They have a lot bigger dreams than what Social Security will give them. And it's not to say that Social Security may not work for you, but we also don't know what that system may look like in the future. And we just want to make sure that you're diversified. You have options and the flexibility if things do change, that you're not going down a path that, there's a decision being made for you. So we want to make sure that you are, we run Social Security optimization reports, that you're well aware of your different options and making sure what's best for you, but also looking at your investments to make sure there's flexibility there for your plan and obtaining the goals of everything you've worked so hard for.
And sometimes Social Security options you choose can blow up. What I mean by that is that, generally speaking, one person's going to pass before the other one. And while they're alive and well, 2 Social Securities coming in, things are comfortable, things are going well. But then one of them passes, we lose part of that Social Security benefit. We also lose a tax deduction. Now, just to maintain what we're doing in retirement, we have to take more money out of the account, and now we're hitting new tax levels. And that's what we work with our clients, is that we had a lady come in, and this is her exact thing, is that she paid a huge amount in capital gain taxes that she really should not have paid. The financial advisor never looked at any tax structure. They're just buying and selling for her portfolio. But if you don't put that tax equation into it, all you're really doing, even if you do well, make good money for your client, you're just setting up a nice annuity or a paycheck for the federal government. And we want to keep that money to you or to your heirs based upon what you want to achieve.
Well, it does sound like the taxation is really a big part of this planning. So you guys are talking about having that 2 different buckets, that one for your dreams, goals, and desires, and then that income part. So the basics are taken care of. But, this money is being invested. What do I need to do to make sure I avoid big losses in that?
Yeah, and that's where we want to make sure you're not completely market dependent. You're in retirement, depending on your comfort zone and where your investments fall. you just want to make sure that you're not feeling 100% of those market swings. You know, like we talked about and you had mentioned there as well, your critical income need. So making sure you have money coming in steadily like you did while working. And so if you're 100% market dependent, it goes down 30%. Now your income level's going down 30%, or you have to take out more from your portfolio to make up from that. So we just don't want you to feel like, once again, that things are dictating your world. We want to make sure you can take control of it instead.
And understand that most advisors talk about risk tolerance. You know, that's your emotions, what's going on within the accounts when it goes up and it goes down. And it really doesn't account for what we're talking about when it comes to your risk capacity. And we invest for your risk capacity. Risk capacity is the amount of money you can lose, not that you want to, but you could lose and still do the things you want to in retirement. Every client has a different risk capacity. That's the number piece. We put that together and we make sure our clients don't go below that risk capacity. That way they have the comfort knowing that when the market's going down, they're not going to participate in all that down. And then we can adjust, like when the markets went down last year, we adjust the portfolio and bought in when it's low. So when you're buying in when it's low, what happens when it comes up? You have highs. So it's that basic concept that our clients feel very, very comfortable with, longevity in the marketplace.
And those financial advisors out there that are doing similar work, buy low, sell high, that's great. But if they're not talking to you about those taxes, you're not getting what you need from your financial advisor. And Mattson Financial Services covers all of the bases and has a great offer for our viewers at home. Guys?
For the first 5 callers, if you saved $250,000 or more for retirement, we're offering a complimentary checkup on your retirement plan to see where you are now and an analysis to see where you need to be and any recommendations along the way.
Perfect. Gary and Laurel, thank you again for the time. If you're at home right now, you're hearing this and you're thinking, I want to learn more about preparing for a satisfying retirement, one that we're stress-free, Mattson Financial is a great offer. As you heard, the first 5 callers that have saved $250,000 or more that are retired or nearing retirement, you can get a complimentary full-blown retirement plan made just for you. This allows them to sit down with you personally and provide you with a roadmap, analyzing where you are now and discussing your best steps to really get ready for that successful retirement. Get that game plan to get you where you need to be. The number to call, 616-514-3831. Again, 616-514-3831.